About 4 years ago, maybe 4.5 years ago, Lisa and I were both at that time working for the same company, same corporation, a larger company, that we had all of our eggs in one basket. Obviously, we're looking for something to do, maybe to start a small business, which we had, neither one of us had ever owned our own business, although again, coming out of a corporate world, we had managed folks and felt like we had something to offer there. So we started looking into franchise opportunities, thinking that maybe the structure of a franchise and the background there could help us. So we started investigating different opportunities, different franchises, actually consulted with a person about franchises for a while. They brought a lot of different ideas to the table, generally on a daily basis, 2 or 3 different ideas, and what we tried to do was look at what best fit our financial goals and our risk tolerance as well. So we ended up looking at different types of franchise hair salons, and the one that stood out to us the most was Fantastic Sam's. We felt that the model has been around for a good number of years. It was tried and true. As we looked around at some of the others, they didn't, in our opinion, offer the quality of service and the level of services that we wanted to offer. And as it turns out, Fantastic Sam's model, we present a value salon as opposed to a discount salon, and that's what we were really looking for. And then quite frankly, when we met with the owners and management here at Raytron, the Florida franchisor, we were very comfortable and very happy with the people we met. We felt they knew what they were doing. We talked to literally everyone here that had a management role or took a lead in the advertising roles, just finding our sites, everything. And we liked everyone. And that has not changed in the 4+ years that we've been affiliated. And we found in our research that there was really no need for hair care experience, that most of the owners are actually business people. They're not stylists. They've not spent generally any time in the hair care industry. We also like the fact that the salon business it's a cash business. There's generally no accounts receivables. There's very low inventory, which many of the businesses we looked at had a lot of inventory money tied up in inventory. It's a good structured franchise business. As it turns out, we ended up in a matter of about 9 months with 4 stores. Our original goal was to open 2 in about a year, but opportunities came up, and so we opened 3 stores and bought an existing salon that was within our footprint. In the hiring process, which has been fun and challenging as well, but with our background in human resources for a while, we knew how to attract and hopefully retain good talent. From that aspect, we've engaged the managers there to help us ascertain the folks that really have the technical skills. So again, you don't have to necessarily have stylist background to be able to manage and run these businesses.
I think the model of the salon itself is really simple. We had opened our 3rd location, and within a month we're built out and ready to open our 4th location. Staffing the salons was something a little bit different for us. We knew the kind of people that we wanted to attract. We knew how important customer service was, and so we brought to the table people that we thought had those customer service skills, work ethic, and then allowed our managers to assess the technical side. So we were never alone, even without hair care experience, hiring the right people and staffing our salons. I think for me in particular, what I enjoy so much about working in the salons is that it's a feel-good business. People walk in, they want to feel better about themselves, and if we do our job right, they walk out feeling pretty and better about themselves and ready to face their day. The staff itself also adds a real exciting element, not being an overly creative person, working around people that are very artistic, they're very creative. It's just a really fun environment to be in. Once we had committed with our licenses and signed leases and were ready to go ahead and start building out, I went away for a week to owner's training that was located in Anaheim, California. That week was absolutely phenomenal. Being a little bit scared since we weren't from the hair care industry, I learned pretty much what I felt like everything I needed to know to come back here and open a salon. Once I came back from that week of training, I also spent 3 days training in the regional office, learning how to manage the numbers, what I should be looking for, what we should be striving for on our break-even analysis, what our P&Ls really meant. The training really didn't end there after those 3 days. It was daily calls. It was constantly calling on the people within the region saying, how does this look to you? What should we do here? Have you ever encountered that? And of course, they had always encountered all of it before. Our stylists have available to them education classes, including Pivot Point, which is one of the leading cutting technique classes, Chi Ionic Color. They can learn everything from simple things such as foiling to actually get educational certifications in various things that wouldn't otherwise be available to them.
Okay.
Once we came on board, Fantastic Sam's Florida helped us every step of the way, from our site selection, helping us review leases, things that we didn't have any experience in. They also reviewed our blueprints. They helped us pick a contractor, make sure that the contractor stayed on time, that when we opened the doors, it was the Fantastic Sam's model that they had built such a reputation on.
Here at Fantastic Sam's Florida offices, we have a full-time dedicated person. They have a full-time dedicated person helping us with our advertising programs. We don't have to worry about developing those ads, the pictures that are on them, keeping those in compliance, making sure that our numbers make sense on our ads as far as what we're offering, coupons and so forth, and then helping us determine what media to use. We also have a group within this group where our funds are cooperative and we can place ads in media where we would not otherwise be able to afford, such as television, radio, and major newspapers. We have dedicated ourselves to growing our business, and we do spend a good bit of time in our salons, not just in our office at home, but we try to be in each salon every day, some period of time. But we are flexible in those hours. If we need to take off and do something else, we're not tied down to a certain schedule in that regard, and that's one of the things we really love about being a small business owner. We set our own schedules. But we felt, and we still feel, that if we're there pretty much every day at some point, making our presence felt, we will be able to grow our businesses quicker, and so far that model has held true. We're doing real well. One of the things you want to make sure is that you're properly capitalized so that you know you can run your salon for some period of time, know that you can continue to advertise and don't scrimp on your advertising budget, and build your business to the point when you are profitable. But again, you want to make sure that you're properly capitalized in the beginning to be able to run it for a period of time without worrying about the finances. One of the things we've taken advantage of with the Fantastic Sam's Florida model is the local support, given that we don't have to worry about driving halfway across the country to deal with our support system. We're right across the bridge, in fact, just within 30 minutes here, but they also visit our salons and come when we ask them to. The trainers, the management, and they give us all the support necessary to keep our businesses growing as they are. The because of this model and the number of other owners that have been successful in this business and have spent many years in it, we're able to consult with them on a regular basis. We call them, we talk to them, and they're happy to talk to us. They give us advice.
We frequently get the question, is the economy hurting our business? And I've kind of come up with the reply, the economy is actually helping our business, because more and more people aren't able to necessarily spend what they used to be able to spend on getting their hair colored and hair care services, and so they come to us, and what they realize is that it's the exact same experience that they were getting with the same stylist level that they used to spend a lot more money on. Even though we're not recession proof, I think we're definitely recession resistant.
And our businesses have grown and continue to grow since we opened a little less than 4 years ago. We opened our first shop, and year-over-year sales have increased every quarter, frankly. And we have one shop that's up about 50% over last year's numbers. With our background in customer service, one of the things that Lisa and I try to instill in our stylists so that they can in turn help our guests understand it is that we know our guests have choices. They can go anywhere they choose and spend their money. And at the end of the day, we want them to walk out of our salon knowing that we appreciated that they chose our salon and they spent their money with us, and that we made them feel good about that choice.
As we were searching through different franchises, looking back, I don't think we really saw any of them that had the support system like we have here. And I guess hindsight is kind of 20/20. I didn't realize then how really important that is, to have someone there backing you up in your business.
Fantastic Sam's Florida made it really easy for us to succeed. Creativity is good in one sense, but we've tried in a few cases to do some things on our own, a little bit different than the model, and quite frankly, they didn't work as well. We made adjustments and changes at the recommendations of Fantastic Sam's Florida and gotten back on track in areas, and they work much better. So it is a proven system. It works very well.